Welcome to Brain Vision.
In this example, we are going over the number of different costs that are associated with production. They consist of opportunity cost, total cost, fixed cost, variable cost, average total cost, and marginal cost. And we have parts A through F here in which we want to identify which cost it is describing. So starting with part A, we have what is given up to do something. And the cost of doing one thing over the other is known as our opportunity cost. Now, part B here is saying that this cost falls when marginal cost is below it, and it would rise when marginal cost is above it. And for this one, this is known as our average cost. And it makes sense intuitively because our marginal cost, when that goes up, so when one of our costs is increasing, we could expect that the average of our cost should also increase. And when that marginal cost is falling, so one of those aspects is falling, we should also expect our average cost to fall with it. Now part C here is saying that this cost is independent of the quantity produced. So for this one, this would be known as our fixed cost. And the fixed cost is something that we spend money on regardless of if we produce anything or not. So it's that cost of producing 0 units essentially. And every other cost kind of adds on top of that. So that fixed cost could be things like the cost of purchasing our factory, right? We buy that factory, it's a fixed cost, and that's not going to change over time. Part D here is saying that for the ice cream industry, it includes in the short run cream and sugar costs, but not factory costs. So which cost is it that would include cream and sugar, but not those factory costs? And this one right here, this is known as our variable cost. So this is different from the fixed cost in part C because here we are not including that cost of the factory. We're including only the cost of these inputs of cream and sugar. And we know that in the short run, that's probably likely to differ within the ice cream industry. It's not going to be the same for this period as it is for the next period. And maybe that comes down to seasonal factors. We don't know. But the variable cost is going to be that cost that can change over time. Part E here, we're given an identity, and that's profits is equal to total revenue minus what? Well, profits, we know that that's what we take away. So we've earned everything in total revenue. And then to figure out what our profit is, we need to subtract from it our total cost. And that tells us what we are left with. Now part F here is the cost to produce one additional unit. And that's known as our marginal cost. So that is if we're producing 10 units today and we're producing 11 tomorrow, what does it cost us to produce that 11th unit, that one more unit? What does that cost? And that is known as our marginal cost.